Welcome to another session. We call this session 5 of mindfulness-based cancer survivorship. We want to just kind of check in and make sure you've been doing the things that we suggested after each one of your sessions. We've given you the suggestion that breathing can bring you in touch with your peaceful place, your calm place. Just using your breath as a trigger, as an anchor to the present moment, to the here and now. So breathing, again, is your free anchor to peace. The other thing we need to know is, have you been paying attention to your eating? Have you been eating a little slower? Have you been enjoying what you're eating? Have you been tasting what you're eating? That's important as well. We've given you the challenge to sitting meditation. At any time when you feel that you want to kind of plug into the present moment, we have online here, we've got your sitting meditation. You can plug into that or just go to your quiet place, sit, remove all distractions, connect with your breath, and breathe. Breathe for however long as you are able. The other, of course, is journaling. We want to be sure that you can acknowledge some of the things that you're doing and really connect with those aha moments about who you are and where you've been in your mindful journey. So we're having you live with different attitudes. So far, we've given you non-judgment, we've given you patience, we've given you beginner's mind, we've given you non-striving, acceptance. We've given you ways to look at your life, to walk with yourself, with attitudes that can begin to bring peace in your life. I'm going to give you 3 more today. These are from Jon Kabat-Zinn. As Judy has told you, he developed mindfulness-based self-care, mindfulness-based stress reduction, rather, years ago. And at the time, he had 7 attitudes, and he has recently added 2 more. So today, we're going to look at attitude number 7, and that's letting go. It's hard to let go of stuff. But through letting go, you kind of clean house. You know, literally, physically, when you are in your own home, you may actually be able to go in a closet and let go of stuff that no longer serves you. And if you've been able to do that, you may realize that that gives you a sense of freedom, a sense of empowerment, and it is a freeing, enjoyable feeling. It can make some of the space that you live in feel more calm and receptive to who you are. So it's the same way with your mind. It's kind of like house cleaning of your mind that removes past stressors and future concerns. Because you are in a place now in your life where you have had something come to you that says, my body's not working for me the way I expected it. So maybe there are fears, there are concerns, there's certainly a lot of stuff people have told you. A lot of pictures, perhaps even that doctors have given you about what is going to happen, what to expect. Because, oh, by the way, they give you the worst case scenario when they talk to you, because it's kind of about liability. So you need to be able to let go of those pictures. Let go of the pictures in your mind and the chemical reactions that those pictures, those concerns, those worries produce inside your body, because that is counterproductive to healing. So when you're letting go, you are creating an environment inside your body that is conducive to healing. So we're going to let go of the past and what doesn't serve you. The other thing is you're going to let go of attachments. And there may be attachments to the outcome of treatments. You may want a perfectly complete, clear healing of your physical body. Staying attached to that, you worry, you fret, you look at different indicators of whether it's working. Let go of all of those. Let go of any attachments to outcome. Trust that the most powerful outcome for you is that which is in your highest and best good. When you let go of that, you can live in peace and know that that is coming to you. As you live in peace and calm, you are creating that environment in your body for a good, healthy outcome. But remember what we're talking about when we talk about outcomes, when we talk about health. We're talking about the mental health. We're talking about your physical health, which is the one you're focusing on, surely. But we are talking about your mental and emotional as well. Having that mental and emotional health through your survivorship is vital. Also, letting go facilitates freedom from holding on to any feelings, sensations, thoughts, expectations, and experiences that you may have moment to moment. They come to you, you can let them go. Let them go out with your breath. Bring in peace with your inhale, and exhale, letting go of all of those thoughts, feelings, sensations that don't serve you in this moment of calm. Sometimes also we take on other people's issues and problems. And letting go is the way that we can remove the impact of their problems from our lives. We can remove how much they affect our physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental selves. But we can detach with love. It's the same way that we are detaching from our own frustrations, our own feelings. We're not being judgmental about them. We're allowing them to just go. They're not helping us right now. We're letting go. So we let go in some sense when we are living moment to moment, because in this moment we don't have to hold on to that feeling. We can detach from all of our tendencies to judge. We can love ourselves. We can non-strive. So we can let go of all of those things that create stress for us as we live the attitudes day by day. So when we are letting go, we are healing ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. This is thriving, not just surviving. We are thriving. Another one of the attitudes is gratitude. This is one of the last two that were added to the 7. Because if you think about it, gratitude is so important in appreciating, in being in the present moment, and accepting where we're at. I studied with a Native American medicine woman and shaman for 12 years. She says that gratitude is the highest form of prayer. And if you think about it, many of our traditions encourage us to be grateful first, rather than to go out asking in our prayer life. So we can be grateful even though you are in a state of physical discomfort, physical upheaval that you don't want. You can be grateful for just being alive. You can be grateful for what is working in your body, grateful for what is working in your life. If you can perhaps even look at your challenges, the current state that you're in physically, and learn some lessons that may come to you from your illness. It may be your body saying, slow down, pay attention to me, listen to me, I'm telling you to rest. Pay attention to that lesson. Take some breaths and rest. There are people in your life you can be grateful for. Certainly, when we are in states of illness, many times people that we don't even know care about us come out of the woodwork. There are people then often who tell us things about how important we are in their lives when we are in a state of distress. So we can maybe be more aware of gratitude and being grateful for the people who are in your life as you walk in your survivorship. And it's important to be grateful for each breath, because with each breath, you have an opportunity to enjoy sunrises. You have an opportunity to enjoy sunsets. You have an opportunity to listen to the rain on the roof, or to see a bird flying from tree to tree and hear its song. You have the opportunity to see a flower poking out in the spring. These are part of those many things that you can be grateful for as you breathe and are grateful to breathe. This is not just being Pollyanna. We're not about denying your own feelings, your sensations, your disappointments. Those are important. And it's important to acknowledge them. It's important to share them with people. Don't deny them. But once you acknowledge them, once you own them, you can take that breath, you can be grateful for that breath, and then you can appreciate the trees, the flowers, the sunrises. We accept and we don't judge. We learn as beginners through this grateful place that we are allowing ourselves to be. We breathe and observe what is, and we say thank you. The other thing that you may want to do is establish a gratitude journal. I remember years ago, Oprah talked about gratitude journals on her show and about how powerful it is to go to bed at night and prior to sleep writing anywhere from maybe 2 to 5 things in your gratitude journal. It is a way to uplift the spirit where we may have not thought about those positive things during the day. Some gratitude may be that I was able to truly taste my hamburger that I had because I paid attention for moment to moment with somewhat of an eating meditation. Or I sat and perhaps even looked at a rose and appreciated how it opened. The colors, the smells. That can go in a gratitude journal. So think about how often we spend time being frustrated, painting in our minds the frustration and what that does to the physical body. When you're writing in your gratitude journal, you are sending positive chemicals into your body. You are sending healing into your body. The last of the 9 attitudes is generosity. There is power in giving. Most every tradition talks about that. There is also peace in giving. But what we want you in your survivorship healing journey to remember is that it's important to give yourself over to life through giving to yourself first. Many of you may consider the idea of giving to yourself first as completely foreign. Many of you are probably very strong caregivers, but giving to yourself first is vital. You can easily burn out. You can easily feel stress that is hindering you from healing. This burnout, this stress from giving is something that prevents healing. So generosity is positive, but only if you are aware that you must give to yourself first. You are not this endless pitcher that pours through everybody's gardens and is never filled up. So through these activities that we give you in mindfulness meditation, we're giving you tools for going back and filling up your pitcher. You may have been the person that's gone through life pouring over everyone else's gardens. Now is your time to fill up. No more pouring for a while. Fill up, take in, feel generosity from others. Allow generosity from others. You need to water your own garden. Once you're generous to self, generosity does empower joy in giving and sharing with others. A kind gesture can reach a wound very often that only compassion can heal. Helen Keller has said, "Believe when you are most unhappy, there is something for you to do in the world. So long as you can sweeten another's pain, life is not in vain. But you must remember, in your survivorship journey, water your own garden first." Norman Vincent Peale has also said, "When we become detached mentally from yourself and concentrate on helping other people with their difficulties, you will be able to cope with your own more effectively. Somehow the act of self-giving is a personal power-releasing factor." Now, as I've said already many times, you are not in a position in your cancer survivorship to be jumping out as the giver. Think about the many people around you who are trying to give to you, who are open to give to you, are there to give to you. Allow them to give and gratefully receive. When you feel full enough, then you can use the power of generosity on yourself and be able to give to others. But realize it is a gift to your friends. It is a gift to those who are giving to you, to allow them to connect to you through their generosity. Welcome it, be open to it, and be open to healing.